All right, so we're back and ready to jump into another deep dive. This time, we're going to take a look at a game that had everyone buzzing the Toronto Maple Leafs up against the Vegas Golden Knights.
Definitely a matchup with a lot of eyes on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this wasn't your average run-of-the-mill game either. The Leafs, they've been dealing with a lot, injuries, suspensions, you name it. Their star player, Auston Matthews, still on the sidelines.
Yeah.
But even with all that, they were on this crazy winning streak. So the big question on everyone's mind was, could they keep that going, against a top team like Vegas?
Yeah, a true test for them.
It was. So let's just cut to the chase. The Leafs, they pulled off a pretty decisive victory, 3-0.
3-0. A real statement win, especially given the circumstances.
3-0 away. You said it. And for me, the biggest highlight, got to be the unexpected hero of the night. 20-year-old Fraser Minten.
Oh, yeah, Minten.
Scores his first NHL goal, and this is only his second time up with the team. Talk about a way to make a debut.
Can you imagine the pressure? Stepping onto the ice like that?
I can't even imagine. Must have been an incredible feeling. But it wasn't just about the goal, was it? I mean, Minten really played with a fire in his belly. He was driving the net, creating chances.
Yeah, there was confidence there that you don't always see in a young player, especially in such a high-pressure situation. It really says a lot about his development.
It really does. I mean, you can see the potential. But speaking of impressive performances, we have to talk about Joseph Woll in the net.
Oh, absolutely.
31 saves. His second shutout this season. I mean, that's huge.
Especially against a team like Vegas. They're known for their offensive firepower. Shutouts, those are rare gems, And to pull it off against a team like that, it's a testament to his skill and composure.
It's a big deal. I mean, he wasn't just stopping pucks. He was controlling the pace of the game. Those key saves, especially that one on Jack Eichel in the second period, that was a game changer.
Glove save. Like something out of a highlight reel.
It was. And, you mentioned Vegas's offensive strength, but they were completely shut down. The Leafs defense, I mean, they were like a brick wall. How do they manage to do that against a team with that much firepower?
Well, it's a combination of things, right? They were aggressive on the puck, didn't give Vegas much breathing room, and their penalty kill unit, they were on point. I mean, Vegas has the best power play in the league. Statistically speaking, they're the most dangerous team when they have a man advantage. But the Leafs shut them down completely. That takes a lot of discipline and a lot of guts.
It really does. And it's even more impressive when you consider the Leafs lineup for this game. I mean, they're missing some key players. Matthew's still in Germany, seeing that specialist for his upper body injury. Max Domi, he's been struggling a bit, and now he's on injured reserve. David Kampf and Kalle Järnkrok both out. And then, of course, we have Ryan Reeves serving that 5-game suspension for, well, let's just say, that hit.
Yeah, the free Revo signs in the crowd, I think those summed up how a lot of fans felt about that. But yeah, you're right. The Leafs were missing some big names.
Exactly. So to pull off a win like that with all these guys out, it's a testament to the depth of this team. And speaking of depth, we have to talk about the call-ups. Nikita Grabenkin making his NHL debut. He was all over the ice. 4 hits, a blocked shot. He was impressive.
Oh, yeah, Grabenkin, he looked really solid out there.
He did. And, it's not just the stats with him. He just seemed to understand the system, playing responsibly on defense, but not afraid to jump into the play offensively. Real promising start for him.
Definitely a player to watch for the future. And then, of course, there's Minten, who we already talked about. He's really showing that he can handle the pressure, and that's huge for a young player.
Huge. It's a glimpse into what the future of this franchise could look like.
Yeah, it's exciting. And then let's not forget about the veteran presence, too. Those guys, they really stepped up in this game.
Absolutely. But, this game wasn't just about skill and strategy. It got pretty physical out there.
Yeah, things got heated a few times.
They did. Simon Benoit, he really stood up for his teammates after that hit on Matthew Knies, which, sadly, forced Knies out of the game. And even John Tavares, who's usually known for his cool head, he got into a bit of a scrum with Vegas rookie Alexander Holtz.
Yeah, I don't think anyone expected to see Tavares throwing punches, but I guess that's the kind of intensity this game brought out.
It really did. Those moments of physicality, the battles for the puck, the scrums after the whistle, that's what shows the true character of a team. They were resilient, they were determined, they weren't backing down from anyone.
It's that fighting spirit that makes them so fun to watch, never say die attitude.
Exactly. And it's not just about the guys who get into fights. I mean, you look at someone like Steven Lorentz, he led the team in block shots. Those are the unsung heroes, right?
Yeah.
The guys who do the dirty work, the little things that don't always show up on the score sheet. But they're vital to the team's success.
Oh, absolutely. And one thing that really stood out to me was how the Leafs, as a unit, managed to neutralize Jack Eichel. I mean, this guy is one of the most dynamic players in the league. But the Leafs, they were all over him. They limited his space. They pressured him relentlessly, didn't give him any time or space to create scoring opportunities. That's a testament to their defensive game plan and their execution.
It really was. I mean, it was a total team effort from Woll in the net to the guys on the fourth line. Everyone contributed. And all this, it happened on a pretty special night at Scotiabank Arena, Pride Night. The Leafs also honored the Grey Cup champions, the Toronto Argonauts. Pinball Clemens, a legend, did the ceremonial puck drop.
Great to see those guys get some recognition. They had an amazing season.
Absolutely. And, for the pop culture fans out there, Raptors guard Grady Dick was in the crowd celebrating his 21st birthday with a delivery of cupcakes. So it was a fun night all around, a night of celebration.
It was. But at the end of the day, it's all about the win. And this wasn't just any win, it was a statement. The Leafs, they faced adversity, they relied on contributions from every single player, and they came out on top against a very strong opponent.
They did. And as a result, they jumped ahead of the Florida Panthers to take first place in the Atlantic Division. This win wasn't just about 2 points. It was about proving that they're a force to be reckoned with, a team that can overcome obstacles and achieve great things.
Yeah, this win could be a turning point in their season.
And it makes you wonder, with all these challenges they faced and Matthew still being out, can they keep this momentum going? What does this win say about their potential? This deep dive has been fascinating, but it's just the beginning of the story. I mean, what happens next? Who knows? But that's what makes it so exciting.
It does. It does. Lots more hockey to be played, and I can't wait to see what unfolds.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So to all our listeners out there, stay tuned. Keep your eyes on the Leafs. This is a team that's worth watching, and we'll be back soon to break down all the action. Until then, enjoy the game.
Go Leafs, go!
Go Leafs, go!